Hey, what's up, everybody? John Garcia with Knotfest here. Joining me today, he is a vocalist and a pianist whose band will be performing at the Heavy Music Awards in June, where they are nominated for 3 categories, including Best Production, Best Single, and Best Album. From Holding Absence, it is Lucas Woodland. Welcome, my friend. How you doing today?
Hey, dude. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for the bravado intro.
Yeah,
You'd
no
be a
problem.
good.
Get,
I
like,
feel
get you
like
excited,
you'd be a
get me
good wrestling
excited.
commentator, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to ask you about the heavies here in just a little bit, but to kick us off, we are just over a year to the day since you guys released the album that you guys are nominated for, The Greatest Mistake of My Life. Looking back a year or so, what stands out the most to you in this journey that you guys have been on? Because a year ago, you guys hadn't been playing live shows, album hadn't come
No.
out. Now it's like a whole different world. So what stands out the most to you in this journey that you guys have been on?
Yeah, well, The Greatest Mistake was quite a unique one because it was recorded just before the pandemic even started. So it was a very, if it felt like a very naive kind of album looking back. There was no concept of all of this craziness when we were writing and recording it. And then for a long time, there was no concept of us ever being able to release the thing, because it
Mm.
was like, when makes sense, etc., etc. And we did have to push it back for quite a while. So I feel like the whole experience was up and down and up and down. And basically, when we put it out, we just kind of thought these songs deserve to be heard, and we don't care what kind of world we're putting it out into. We don't want to hold on to it any longer. We just want people to hear it. So the fact that we've been able to do what we've done off of it while still having released it in the pandemic, we played Download, Reading, Leeds, Slam Dunk in the UK. We're on tour in America right now, and like we're off to Europe after this, Australia after that. So like, I feel like this album has kind of been a real roller coaster of emotions, but it feels like a really hopeful thing for me. It started before the pandemic, and it's existing after, or hopefully in a world where there's less of the pandemic. And it just kind of says to me that, like, I think art will live through hardship.
Yeah, 100%. And speaking of that, like I know from the circles that I'm around and just from like any diving into your guys' band online or reading about anything, I mean, the reception that this album got from the fans, I think kind of trumps all of that, right? Like, hopefully exactly what you were
Yeah.
hoping for, because, I mean, even members of your own band have said that they've never resonated with music like this before, and that goes equally
Yeah.
so with the people that I know that have been just, like, absolutely living for this album. I'm curious, like, because we all start out as music fans, right? That's how we get into
Yeah.
this and get to doing stuff. I'm curious as far as like when you're writing songs, what resonated with you early as a musician in your life, and how do you think that transferred over into what Holding Absence does now?
Yeah, well, I'm fortunate to have grown up during like the emo kind of phase, you know what I mean? Like, so obviously
Mm.
my favorite bands growing up were My Chemical Romance, Paramore, Fall Out Boy. And I think for me, and I think it's something that it cannot be understated throughout like the history of pop music, is underneath these instruments and underneath these recordings, there are people. And then on the other side of the music, you are people. We are all people. We're living the human experience together. And I feel like sometimes it can get a little bit jaded and a little bit lost because it's kind of like, it's cool. I just listen to it because it's cool, man, or whatever. Whereas for us, honestly, I for a while I wanted us to be a cool band. I just don't care about being cool anymore. I just want to be real. I just want people to listen to our music and think, I felt that way, or I can understand how someone could feel that way, or even, oh my God, I'd hate to feel that way, but knowing full well as humans, we are capable of feeling everything. And I think for me, yeah, the whole experience of music, consuming and creating, is all about finding humanity in something that feels so larger than life. And thank you for your initial comments as well, because I think this album has really done great for us in the sense that it's kind of reached people on a real level that you can never comprehend reaching them when you're just like writing the songs.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, you mentioned honesty and, being genuine. And I think that's we talk about this all the time, is just that's one of the most important things that a band can bring to the table, whether they're doing a style of music that people have been done before, whether they're doing something completely original, just as long as you have that honesty, that's the most important thing. And I
Yeah.
think that you can hear that when you listen to the records, when you listen to you sing, when you listen to Ash play the drums, right? You can hear that everyone in the band is giving everything in
Yep.
these songs, right? And I love you saying that I don't give a fuck about being cool anymore. I just want to make music and everything.
Yeah.
Like, is that why you think that people resonate with this music so much, and how it like connects them to it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's because like I just, you know, the word industry and business and all these horrible fucking words, right? It's like I I really try not to care about that anymore. And I think like the people don't listen to music because of the industry or because of the business. I mean, there's aspects of their experience that are affected by those things, whether they know it or not. But ultimately, people just gravitate towards music because it's real, like you said, because it's honest, And I realized that like there's two ways of convincing someone to like and listen to your band, and it's saying I've got a product and it's gonna sell, or there's just saying here's the thing I made and I hope you like it. And I think for me it's like that genuine like just realness underneath is the main thing for us. I think it's like I believe in this music because it feels real to me, and I just hope people can believe in me, I guess, and the
Yeah.
things that I say, and I think that's why I just wanted to strip any sort of just coolness or any business bullshit away from our music now, because like I said, underneath at the crux of it, humanity is all that we enjoy about music, so why put more things on top? you know
Yeah, 100%. And I think that the time that it came, like timing is also everything too. And I think that an album that has like this emotional weight and is just like raw and honest to it, it was like a perfect time when all of us were kind of reassessing everything in our lives and really open to all of that. So I think that probably helped as well. Now, we know that people connected with it, and exactly what you were saying about as far as, you don't really expect anything, but then it kind of comes. So you guys are nominated for Best Production on the album. You guys are nominated for Best Single for Afterlife on the album, and as well as just Best fucking Album as well in there.
Dude.
With like, Architects, Bring Me the Horizon, Turnstile, Spirit Box.
Yeah.
What was your reaction? Like, how did you guys react when you learned not just that you guys were nominated, but you had 3 nominations, including Best Album?
Yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming. We've been attending the Heavy Music Awards since the year it started, in 2016, I'm right in thinking. So, like, or maybe 2017. But, we've been going for a long time, and we got nominated for Best Newcomer twice, and we lost both times. And I think that's kind of why I'm so excited for this year, is because we've been kind of acknowledged as, like, a real band. Like, those are 3 categories that I never comprehended being placed in. Like, of course, like Afterlife's done well, and of course the album's done well, and I will say the production one's a bit different because, like, as a fan of our producer Dan, I'm there. I truly believe the album has the best shot of winning that one. Maybe it's because I'm so self-deprecating, but because it's him, not us. But the point I'm getting at is, I think to be in the subconscious of the scene, and for people to look at these votes and to go like, oh my God, Holding Absence have shown up 3 times. And yeah, I didn't vote for them once, but because I love Architects or I love Spirit Box or whatever, the fact that we're an option in those is the magic thing for me, because I don't need to, in my life, I've never been victorious in any sense. Like my personality is very much shaped by the failings of the decisions I've made and stuff, and I think for me, being even thought of as an option is a massive compliment, and I think we're playing the same night as well. Obviously, we're playing the award ceremony, so I kind of can't wait to smash the live show, knowing full well we lost all 3 categories, and just kind of thinking, here's to next year, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, you want to show up and turn out and just be like, you know what, doesn't matter if we win or not, because we're here and we're going to give everybody a memorable night.
Yeah, and we're going to kill it. Yeah, for sure, man. And that's something that I'm very proud of, and something I'm very confident in, is our live performance, you know. So so yeah, it's gonna be a great night.
Yeah, so you kind of stole my last question because I was going to ask you what you're most looking forward to for the night. It sounds like just being there is
Just
is going to
being
be
there,
what it
dude.
is.
Yeah.
But what
Well,
like what do you at the end of the day when you walk away from the award show and go back about because you'll be then going to do some festivals in Europe and touring and
yeah.
all that stuff. What do you think is the biggest thing that you want to take away from that night and that experience?
Well, you know, where we are right now, we are 3 weeks into a 6 week America tour, and then we go straight to Australia, and then we come straight home to do the Heavy Music Awards. So we'll be on the back of 2 months of international touring for the first time ever, and it's so magical for us. But I think to answer your question, with the context of what I just said, you know, I'm so proud to be British, and I'm so proud of the British music scene, and I'm so proud of all my friends that will be there on the night as well. You know, like we'll be competing against friends that we've grown up making music with, and I'm just proud. You know, I can't
Yeah.
wait to be there and have a drink and have a hug and smash the set and see my friends succeed and just celebrate the UK music scene that I think is the best it's been in a very, very long time. And then, yeah, and then on to, like you said, and just to take that kind of confidence and that belief onwards to do the main stage of Download Germany with Metallica headline. And, you know, it's like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, to borrow a phrase from the British people, since you're so proud to be one, I am chuffed for you guys. You guys are doing some great things over there right now, and I know you guys are going to have a blast over there. Best of luck to you, everybody. The Heavy Music Awards are going to be happening on Sunday, June 5th, at the O2 Forum, Kentish Town in London. Holding Absence will be performing, as well as up for nominations in Best Production, Best Single for Afterlife, and Best Album. Lucas, it's been fantastic chatting with you today,
You
man.
too,
Thanks for
man.
taking the
Thank you very
time,
much.
and good luck. Best of luck to you guys.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
All right.